What's up, guys? So, I'm going to be coming on here as long as TikTok stays around. Otherwise, I'll just shoot videos and put them on YouTube. But I'm going to be sharing all of these to YouTube. So, for anybody that's a NASCAR fan, I'm going to be doing weekly NASCAR results. What I will do is I give you the top 10 for the Xfinity Series each race, top 10 for the Sprint Cup Series each race, and who won each of the two stages. I will update the points after the first race. If you have the NASCAR app, you know there's a regular season points and a playoff points. I will be going by the playoff points. So if you're new to NASCAR, let me explain how NASCAR works. So Xfinity Series has 33 races. They have a top 12 format. Sprint Cup has 36 points races, and they have a 16-team format. Now, key dates to remember for Xfinity Series is just one. Their playoff start, I believe it is, if I looked at it right, is September 12th. Because they have a couple, 3 races after Sprint Cup starts their playoffs. So, yeah, I believe key dates to remember for Xfinity Series is February 15th is their first race, and September 12th will be the start of their playoffs. Now, Xfinity Series is a 12-team format. So, they have 7 races in their playoff format, which after every 3 races, 4 drivers will be eliminated until they get down to the final race and get down to the final 4. Sprint Cup Series has a 16-team format. After every 3 races, 4 drivers will be eliminated until they get down to the final race and it's the final 4. Now, keep in mind, when it comes to the final race for the championship, they call it the round of 4. There will be no stage points earned. It's just whoever finished highest. So I saw them final 4 in both Sprint Cup and Xfinity Series. Whoever finishes the best will win the championship. Second best second, third best third, fourth best fourth. So now, if you're new to NASCAR, what I just said works for both Sprint Cup and Xfinity. So now, if you're new to NASCAR, we'll start with the Clash. So key dates to remember for Xfinity Series is this Sunday, the Clash. Next Thursday will be the Duels 1 and 2. Both duels at Daytona. There's 2 of them. And then the All-Star race, which is May 18th. And then, obviously, Sprint Cup's playoffs start August 31st. But Xfinity takes a few more Saturdays off than Sprint Cup takes. I think Sprint Cup only takes like maybe 2 Sundays off, whereas Xfinity has 4 or 5 weeks off during the year. I know they take Mother's Day weekend off, I believe, Easter weekend off, I'm not sure. Anyways, sorry guys. Where was that? So yeah, just Xfinity takes a few more weekends off than Sprint Cup does. So, Sprint Cup key dates to remember will be this Sunday, the Clash. Next Thursday, the Duel 1 and Duel 2 at Daytona. February 16th, the Daytona 500. May 18th is the All-Star race. And then their playoffs their 16-team playoff start August 31st. Let's get into how the races work. Now, for the Clash, what you need to know, if you're new and you're going to be watching, there are 4 heat races. 5 drivers from each heat race will get into the Clash itself. Then you have a last chance qualifier where the top 2 will get in. And then you have whoever doesn't make it out of them guys will get in on a provisional points. There's 1 provisional points winner, whoever had the highest provisional points from last year. So basically, however you finished in the standings. So basically, Joey Logano won the championship. So if he didn't make it, he'd automatically get it because he won the championship last year. And then so on, and that's how that works. So for the Clash, how I will be doing it is for each heat race, I'll be giving you just the top 5 for each heat race. From 1st to 5th, that's who will be in your Clash. For the last chance qualifier, I'll give you just the top 2, and then I will give you the provisional points. For every other race, I will give you the top 10. And who won each stage. Obviously, the Clash, there's really no stages. And for Duel 1 and Duel 2 at Daytona, how that works is Duel 1. So first you should know about the duels. They will qualify early in the week for Daytona 500, but the only spots that matter will be 1st and 2nd. So the guy who qualifies on the pole and guy who qualifies outside pole, basically 2nd, wouldn't have to run the duels if they didn't want to. But how the duels work as they will duel 1 will determine the inside roll, duel 2 will determine the outside roll. So basically, duel 1 will determine 3rd, 5th, 7th, and then the inside row, which is top, like I like to call it the top row, will determine 4th, 6th, and so on. Now, the All-Star race, what you need to know about that is basically it pays $1 million to win. The qualifications for the All-Star race are basically this. If you want a points-paying race in 2023 or if you want a points-paying race in 2023 or 2024, you are automatically qualified for the All-Star race. If you didn't win a points-paying race in 2023 or 2024, you either have to be a past All-Star race champion or have won a championship and be a full-time driver this year. So that's how that works. First will be the All-Star Open, and then the All-Star race itself. They're all on the same night. I don't remember the lappies. I do know that All-Star race pays $1 million to win. There is also a fan vote that NASCAR will hold to determine a fan vote. So that's how NASCAR works. I will basically be doing every race. What I will be doing, because I will be pausing on my TV when the unofficial results come in and reading off the TV, basically, that's just a lot to write down. I will be giving you the top 10, who won each stage. I will be giving you top 10 for each Xfinity Series race, top 10 for each Sprint Cup race, starting with Daytona 500. I'll be doing the duels, top 10. I'll be doing the top 10 for Duel 1 and Duel 2. Class, like I said, I'll just be giving you top 5 for the class itself. For the heat races, this top 5. Class itself, top 10. And then when we get to the points-paying races, I will let you know that I'm going to be doing the top 10, who won each stage, stage 1 and stage 2. It'll be the same for Xfinity Series and Sprint Cup. I will update the points after the first race, and then after the 10th race, I'll be going by playoff points. And then after the 10th, I'll update it every 5 races. Going into our last race, I will let you know all the winners, who's automatically in. I mean, because each year in Xfinity Series and Sprint Cup, you have probably 8 or 9 guys you're going to have probably at least 10 guys are going to win at least one race. You have 2 to 3 guys that are probably going to win double race, and then you have a couple guys in each Xfinity Series and Sprint Cup that are going to win 4 to 5 races, just the way it is. So yeah, and then right before the last race, I'll let you know who's won, how many times they won, whatever. Not probably how many times they won. Tell you who still has a chance and who needs to probably win to get in. Because there'll be 1 or 2 guys that get in on points. But, guys, that's how it works. That's how I'll be doing the races. Top 10 each race, who won each stage, 1 and 2 for Xfinity and Sprint Cup. So I hope you'll enjoy this. Will be going on YouTube. Then we'll probably be a little shorter than this video. I just want to do my introduction to it. Probably in the next couple of days, I'm going to be predicting my early on. I'm going to be doing my top, who I think will be in the top 12 for the playoffs. But I think my 12 will be for the Xfinity Series playoffs, and who my 16 will be for the Sprint Cup. I hope you all enjoy the racing this year. Starts this Sunday. Let's get it, guys. Let's go race. But as Darrell Waltrip would say, boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.